So something I want to talk about today is purchasing vacant land. Uh, as we are looking at various apartment complexes and areas of Southeast United States, we're also looking at vacant property. So some of the things that we have to be concerned with are obviously the location. Um, Really, the end use dictates what location we need to be in. So if we're looking at land, we've got to know what it's zoned for. Is it zoned for duplex? Is it zoned for up to 10 units, up to 15 units? Is it zoned for major development of a large apartment complex? So that's one of the first things we look at when we're looking at land. Then, depending on the use that that land is available for and what we want to do, we have to look at what's close. Is it close to shopping? Is it close to schools? Is it close to competition? Those are factors we have to consider. How developed is the area around us if we're going to buy this property? If we buy a lot that allows us to build an apartment complex, is there a lot a quarter of a mile away where someone might be able to build a larger complex? These are things that may or may not be a factor, but it's something we'd have to consider. So also the thing is, if you're building a new complex or a new multifamily, um, you don't want to have it in a depressed area. You may find a lot that's got a great price, but the surrounding area may be a C-class area that just isn't suited for a B or an A-class development that you're thinking of putting up. So you have to be careful about that. What about environmental issues? Are there protected species of animals in the area that maybe will cost you a lot of money to move? Is there a problem with the property? Is there something like a gas station nearby that could have polluted the land that you're thinking of developing? The environmental issues can be a big issue. Um, the protected animals can be a big issue. Do you have access to utilities nearby? Electricity. Uh, are you interested in the public water and public sewers? Are they nearby? Or are you in an area that requires septic and well? And certainly if you're putting up something large, septic and well may not cut it, and certainly won't cut it over the long term. So you need to have, in certain developments, you need to have the ability to hook up to sewer and public water. It's one thing if you're building a single family or a duplex and you have to use septic, but if you're building a 20, 30, 40 unit complex, the septic type situation will only take you so far. And, over a period of 20 or 30 years, if you're looking long range, are you going to build to a point where if the system fails, you'll never be able to put in a new system? Will you have to pull out all the system that's there and load, clean, fill in, and spend a fortune on redevelopment? So to me, that's a big issue. What will it take to prepare the property for building? What's it going to take to clear? What's it going to take to hook up to your utilities, and the cost of putting in water, hooking up to city water and city sewer? Are there local zoning laws and coding issues that are going to create a problem or might cost you more to figure out what you're going to do to alleviate any issues? And what kind of permits are you going to need to do the development? So it's more than the cost of the land. You have to consider the entire use. What's it going to take for buying the property, developing the property, getting the permits, knowing what you can put up on the property, and then the cost of building. So anyway, this is just something I wanted to touch on and let you know that we are looking. We are looking at property. We are looking at established apartment complexes. And as soon as we come across things, we are going to let you know for sure. So thank you all for paying attention to me, and I'll talk to you again soon.